to another stream with me, Octavius. Tonight, a bit of a short stream. Only really doing this just to test out new camera, new microphone. Did notice the camera seems to be autofocusing an awful lot, whether it's just because I keep moving about like some kind of crazy guy or what, I don't know. But we'll may have to figure something out with that. But today, we're going to be streaming some Dragon Age Inquisition. Which is the third game in the Dragon Age series, third mainline game, and in my opinion, probably the best. I've been doing a playthrough this year of all Dragon Age games. Haven't played the first, well, both the original ones, 1 and 2, since they were released. So Dragon Age 1 I hadn't played since about 2006. So I did a complete playthrough of that, and then did a playthrough of Dragon Age 2 and the DLC, some of which I hadn't played before, which is good, better than I remember, certainly. But now we are on Inquisition, and I have been playing this for a little while. I'm probably about, I don't know, maybe halfway, maybe just under halfway through it. Can't quite remember exactly where I've got to with it in terms of the percentage of it. I have played this all the way through before, and play the DLC, which is what we're going to be doing with this run through, doing a complete playthrough from start to finish. I am in Skyhold already, so I've got that far. I think the quest I've just done is around, I think it's Cassandra's kind of loyalty mission. I don't really know what you call them in Inquisition, but if this was Mass Effect, it'd be a loyalty mission. And we've just been to some castle whose name I forget, Care some or other, Care Package maybe, Care Bear, to find out what's happened to the Seekers, the order that Cassandra is a part of, and found out that Lord Seeker Lucius, who's the boss guy of those, is actually quite mad, wants to destroy the world. So we basically killed him, or at least I think we killed him. Sometimes in this game you can kind of kill people but not kill them, and they turn up sort of in the judgment chamber. But I think I actually did kill him. He looked pretty dead, to be honest, lying on the ground, evaporated. So we've just gone back to Skyhold and doing that. You see from the top right, we've got a bit of a follow-up quest just to go and speak to Cassandra about what happened on her quest. So we'll have a wander off and go and speak to her. And she's over here. See what she has to say. She's not very happy. She's never very happy, really.
Since the time of the old Inquisition, and now it falls to me.
Let's go for the funny answer.
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
I assume you know about the Rite of Tranquility, the last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
So we get introduced to the Tranquil very early on in the first game. Well, you do if you're doing the mage origin story, and I have to admit, I've always played a mage. I always play mage classes generally in RPGs, but if you do the mage origin in Dragon Age Origins, you'll be tranquil within like a few minutes. And basically, they are people, mages who've been cut off from the Fade, which is like the sort of magical counter realm to the real world of Thedas in the Dragon Age universe, from which mages draw their magical power, and the Tranquil sort of get cut off from that deliberately, mostly to sort of stop them from getting mad and dangerous, but oftentimes just because mages are not trusted in the world of Thedas. And what happens to the Tranquil, as well as losing their magical powers, is that they lose all their emotions. They basically become like sort of android, robotic type people with no real feelings or whatever, because all of that kind of comes from their connection to the Fade. And it's basically like a sort of magical lobotomy. Magical castration is the option I've got on the screen. So I think we're going to go for option 1 there.
You mutilate mages.
I always thought it a necessary evil. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the Rite, from the beginning.
So this is quite big actually, because all throughout the previous 2 games you're led to believe that being made tranquil is a one-way street, that once that's happened you cannot ever regain your connection to the Fade or be sort of magic ever again. And what Cassandra's sort of saying here is actually the Chantry, which is the church in the Dragon Age universe, has kind of always known that really actually it is reversible, and that sort of knowledge has come out, and that is, big. So Dragon Age Inquisition sort of starts off kind of just after where the second game ends, with the mages and the Templars, the kind of holy knights who help protect the world from the potential danger of mages, are kind of at war with each other. The game starts off at the Conclave, a kind of gathering of the mages and the Templars, led by the Dragon Age is equivalent to the Pope, essentially, Divine Justinian II, I think, in an attempt to sort of get them to make peace with each other. Doesn't work out very well, because what happens is there's an explosion, which we later find out is being caused by a sort of darkspawn magister called Corypheus, who first appears in the Dragon Age 2 DLC, whose name escapes me. Is it Legacy, I think it's called, which I hadn't played until my run through earlier this year. And it's actually pretty good, and it does provide a little bit of backstory to the character, who, when I played Inquisition the first time, I sort of kind of came out of nowhere because I didn't know who they were. But so let's go for why keep it hidden.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. To become a Seeker, I spent months in a vigil, emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of fate to touch my mind. That broke tranquility and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
Again, that is interesting. The kind of you don't really hear about the Seekers, and they're not really mentioned in the first game. I don't think, unless they appear in one of the Codex entries. I don't recall hearing about them until the second game. And it turns out that they are actually made tranquil, and then the tranquility is reversed. It's just that they're never told that that's what's happened. So that again is an interesting little wrinkle here.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
No, we're nothing like the Seekers.
I wonder how much we resemble what they used to be.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
Not the Seekers in the musical group.
We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book. No more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
You keep saying that, but what is the Maker's work?
There is no way to know for certain. That is why we must seek it out. Perhaps we lost our way because we stopped looking.
So, Cassandra was like head of the Seekers. No, she wasn't. Lucius was head of the Seekers, but Cassandra was one of the Seekers before the events of Dragon Age Inquisition, and she became a member of the Inquisition. So she's having a bit of an identity crisis here. Cassandra is probably one of my favourite characters in the series. Actually, she's certainly probably my favourite character in Inquisition, certainly party-based character. She's very complex. She's got a cool accent, and she's a good fighter as well. So all pretty good stuff. I'm gonna say we're not gonna go for the love option here because I am actually trying to romance Cullen in this. I'm gonna go for make the Seekers better.
Rebuild the Seekers. Make them better than they were.
Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
So we've unlocked a codex entry on the Rite of Tranquility here. I guess it comes under magic, perhaps. Yeah. So it says we called it the Rite of Tranquility, a mind branded with lyrium, brought to a state devoid of either emotion or sense of self. The rite was required to achieve the true peace that could draw a spirit of faith from the depths of the Fade. A difficult task, considering a tranquil mind is all but invisible to these beings. The candidate must be pure. If the candidate proved worthy, the spirit would touch his mind, and he would be freed from tranquility, as well as made into a seeker in truth. If he proved unworthy, tranquility was permanent. It was only later, when the first mage attempted to join our order and failed, that we learned tranquility rendered a mage unable to access his magic, as well as immune to demonic possession. Thus, when the Circle of Magi was born, we gave them the most holy rite to be possessed. It was a sacrifice we made for the good of all, so dangerous mages could be spared execution and yet live productive and harmonious lives. What we did not give them was the secret of its reversal. That knowledge in our ancient bond with the spirits of faith shall forever be solely ours to keep. So, appears that the right of tranquility actually was nothing to do with mages. It was how the seekers became seekers, and they sort of lost their emotion, and then they drew a spirit of faith from the Fade to sort of bring them back, and the seekers kind of share the knowledge, the right of tranquility with the circle of magi, but not how you actually got rid of it, which is interesting. So, okay, we've spoken to Cassandra. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and check in the war room and see what things we got to do. So, Skyhold's a great place, but it is big and it requires an awful lot of just random wandering around to try and find the right place. Here we are at the war table. So, Disaster in the Deep Roads is one of the DLCs, and
Skyhold does seem more secure than Haven.
Only if we have the numbers to defend it. A place like this serves no purpose without enough people to make the running worthwhile.
Cullen's quite good in this. He was a bit of a jackass in the first game. A bit better in Dragon Age 2. Interestingly, he's one of the few characters to kind of appear in all three. What have we got to do? So, Here Lies the Abyss, I think, is my next main quest. So this is assaulting basically the Grey Warden fortress of Adamant. Not Adamant, the singer from Adam and the Ants, or Adamant, the 60s TV character. I'm quite sure what's best to do. I wonder if we go for this. I think we are about level 13 at the moment, so let's go for it.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. Thanks to our Lady Ambassador.
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her saddles. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
Can't be a good
That is
trebuchet.
the good news.
Well, Liliana there, always willing to put a negative spin on this. Very different character in this game, really, than she was in the first.
And the bad news? Arimond called the ritual of the Western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright, but if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it, but we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corinthius. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, we march on Adamant.
So, Adamant Fortress has withstood countless darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Chloral from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege engines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defences. Now, in the first game, you were a Grey Warden, and you basically saved Ferelden and indeed the world from the threat of a blight, which is when the Darkspawn kind of attack in force, led by an archdemon. In this game, though, at the moment, the Wardens are not quite bad guys, but they've basically been corrupted by the evil Corypheus, who has some kind of power over them because he's part Darkspawn. So, what we discovered sort of prior to this was that the commander of the Grey Wardens in Orlais was basically planning to raise a load of demons in an attempt to sort of. He got good motives of trying to basically sort of stop blights before they can happen, but it's misguided and kind of led down the wrong path by the bad guy. So what we have to do is to stop them, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to pick my regular team for this playthrough, which is Sarah, Dorian, and Cassandra. Now I'm a mage as well, so we've actually got 2 mages in the party, but I found it kind of works out well. Although actually what I am tempted to do is to switch out Dorian, and because it's the Grey Warden stuff, I'm going to put Blackwall in. Blackwall is not my favourite character, but there's possibly a chance for some decent dialogue in it. I'm going to have to give him some better equipment and stuff, I think, because he's a bit behind the other characters at the moment, because I've not used him for 2 or 3 levels, I think. Big trebuchet. This is the first time really in the game that we kind of see the forces of the Inquisition going to war, really. Happy with the trebuchets then. Right, time to kick some butt. So I'm playing as a Knight Enchanter, which means I get this pretty cool giant sword weapon here. Just need to go and get him.
Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. She's assisting them until you arrive.
So Hawk is the main character in the second game, sorry. Oh, there's a demon.
There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
Okay, but first of all, what we're going to do is just check out Blackwall, see what his weapon is. Oh, he's actually a weapon pretty good there. Let's check out his armor, see if we've got anything better. Okay, so reinforced vanguard armor, we'll give him that. What's his accessories look like? Yeah, actually they're not too bad. He does need to level up though. Oh, is it in fact only one level since we've used him, so let's just check his special character. Walking fortress to the death. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for that. But what's under two-handed weapon? Bonus damage reaches guard 100%. I'm gonna go for that one. It'll give us an extra 3 strength points as well, which will boost our attack. Right, so if we need to go up the battlements somehow, just walk through the fire. Seems a sensible idea. Sword. And he's dead. The music in this game, I don't know how well you can hear, but the music in this game is really good. Trevor Morris's main theme for it, and the sort of the tune of One Day Soon the Dawn Will Come. I think it's just called The Dawn Will Come. Is really good. So you get a little bit of the motif of the song in this. Need to check on the map where we're going. So kind of off towards. I don't quite know which way I'm going. Basically, need to go up the battlements. Do we come from there? There isn't no other way we can go except through here, actually, is there? Oh, hang on, a couple of demons here. Inscription upon a trebuchet stone in flowing formal script. All who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. An addendum underneath it, painted quickly and sloppily. Stick this in your taint, Blighty. It's quite amusing. So these Woodens don't want to be sacrificed, I don't think. He'd mentioned earlier on that basically all the mages are under Corypheus' control. I know how they feel. We're going to be nice to them. I'll do. Supply caches. So supply caches are just gonna boost my potions. So we may as well get both of those to have one, and then just fill it up. Really good in that chest, unfortunately. So they're just going to stand there now and do not very much. I think we came down the stairs, didn't we? So we'll go through here. Again, not much good in there. Do you tend to find that the random chests in this game don't contain very good loot? You normally have to kill a high level bad guy or something like that to get something decent, or as part of sort of a main quest. I guess we're going... Oh, I wasn't expecting him to be there. So, need to clear some siege points apparently. Need to find some siege points first, but let's see if we can clear them. So these are battlements. Oh, that didn't work out very well for them, did it? I'm guessing this is probably siege points are where the bad guys are. Yeah, so I mean, this rage demon looks tougher than he actually is. I'm also using a frost weapon here, so he's going to be... Oh, you can sod off as well. He's going to be susceptible to that. So there's one. See if we can find some of the others. Not some of the others, two of the others, because there are three of them. Basically, we just go where the bad guys are. Dead. Not much here. Just 99 gold. Not 99 red balloons. What's in here? Giant block of cheese, or wheel of cheese. Looks like one. Sadly, we can't pick it up. Inquisitor doesn't want to snack. Oh, there's another supply cache in here. Is that better than the one we put onto Blackwall a moment ago? Yes, I think it is. guessing we have to go through here. Oh, it is always blood mages. That is a big demon over there. Is that an ogre? Or is that... No, I think that's a pride demon. Okay, I don't know why you've gone over there rather than going for him, but let's see if we can take him down. Oh, actually, he's not as tough as he looks, is he? Dead. Oh, Sarah's dead. That's not good. See if we can revive her. Just got this despair demon to kill over here. Despair demons have this annoying habit of like just jumping around all the time. Like that, just when you get close to them. So some long range damage is probably the best thing to do with them. Blackwall very helpfully just standing over there, doing nothing. It would be quite useful, Blackwall, if you actually... the Blackwall is frozen in place. That was useful, wasn't it?
Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this. I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
I'll be back in just 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I am back. Let's see if we can find where this apartment is. An unsigned letter. Do the mages seem different to you? Ever since they began summoning those demons, they don't talk to the rest of us. Have you been picked up for one of the secret assignments yet? I can't imagine what they need us for if the mages can summon demons, but Jenna and Kemet disappeared last week, right after the ritual started. And nobody knows where they've gone. They're probably dead. Stay ready. I'm not sure it's safe to talk anymore. To be honest, the moment they started summoning demons, it should have been a bit of a tip-off to you that something was not going quite right. I'm guessing. Can I not go? Oh, that way's blocked, so I guess we got to go down here. Unless this is the way we came from already. Can't remember whether it is or not. I think. Have we been through here? Obviously can't have done, because otherwise. Otherwise I wouldn't have those dudes to kill. Oh, what was that noise? So I don't know whether I did actually manage to do that or not. No. Looks like I should have gone the other way. Don't know whether. I think I probably messed that one up now. I don't know if I can go back. How far would that take me back? Just go back to that. See whether or not it takes me back to. Yeah. Okay, so that takes me back to. Okay, so. I need to try and find where the other battlement is. See. So we can actually go down here. There's me getting mixed up. So I reckon this will be the last one. Okay. Okay, we don't want him attacking us particularly because I am not going to be able to do much against him. Well, rather, I can, but he'll beat the crap out of me if I were to. This one seems a bit tougher than the previous one. He's armored himself. this one's definitely tougher. And that's a very cool looking electric whip. Oh, he's dead. So we did all of those then, so one rune, one sigil. The sigils in this, I've not found one yet where they're basically like benefit and punishment type things. I have not found one where the benefit of it outweighs the negative. So that's interesting little thing there. That is a amulet of power for Blackwall. What that will do when I put it on him is it basically will give him an ability point. I don't know why I have to put it on him and then it takes it off. It's a little bit irritating, but what that will do is it gives us another point to spend on him. So we basically we'll give him clearer path both. Oh, we've got another supply cache and everything here, so we'll just refill all of our health for our party members, and then we will take that stuff. A letter from Warden Commander Clarrel. Majesty Eramond, I am not an untutored apprentice. The Grey Warden mages who left the circle just after their harrying might take your explanations at face value, but I was an enchanter before I joined the Grey Wardens. That the sacrifices of death are necessary to bind the demons I grant you. You know more of such things than I, and I make no judgment upon it. But the manner of my mages since binding the demons is still unsettling. They answer my questions readily, but the words are spoken by rote, and several of the non-mages have complained that their comrades seem cold and unfeeling since the ritual. Some of that is natural, I grant you. One cannot kill a brother and come away unchanged. But if there was more to this, I will have it from you. The Inquisition presses us to action. Continue the rituals. If we must destroy them before we venture into the deep road, so be it. But do not lie to me, Eramond. I stand against the blight, and no man, no inquisitor, and no magister will get in my way. What is happening is that they're basically sort of taking mind control of the wardens by doing this spell on them, which for some reason no one has picked up on. So anyway, with that done, we can now wander back over to here and get mysteriously attacked by two shades, which I wasn't expecting to be there. But no, really, because I just refilled all my health and now it's taken a chunk out of it. Very irritating indeed. I do wish piles of gold were just randomly lying around in real life as well. The demons and so forth I'm less keen on, but So we have here Stroud, and there's Hawk, who I couldn't make look anything like she looked in my second playthrough of it, which is rather unfortunate, really. We got another supply cache here. I think Cassandra probably just needs a little bit of a top up of health. I get those, and then we shall go through here and see what lies within. I actually just gonna have a quick look. So that is causes more damage, but yeah, the bonus stats of it seem a bit better on the one he's got at the moment. Let's have a look at Sarah. Anti-even dual blade. No, that's nothing compared to what we got now. So we're gonna leave it. Cutscene time.
Warden, we are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Havinta, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. Are you ready, Jaina?
I came to save people from the blight.
And so you shall, child.
The Dragon Age games love a good blood spurt.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the blight? Keeping the world safe from darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tevinter ally binds the mages to Corypheus.
Corypheus? But he's dead.
Say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through.
Oh dear.
Please. I've seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself. Do not make me kill you.
He's got such a shiny moustache. Really amazing moustache. I don't know how he gets it so shiny.
Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
What we got? So let's get Blackwall to talk to.
Can you talk some sense into them?
You don't know me, but you may have heard my name. Like you, I've given my life to the Grey Wardens. The first time I put on this armor, I felt like I belonged. Like I was part of something honorable. Something with a purpose. I know how good that feels. How safe. But fighting and dying here today won't stop the Blight. If you want to stop the Blight, kill that bastard up there. His master is the living embodiment of its corruption.
True fact.
Morel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally.
I mean, he just looks like a bad guy, doesn't he?
He sent me this to welcome you.
Uh-oh. Okay, that's not great, is it? So that's a big dragon, an archdemon.
Morel.
I mean, that's not going to do much good, is it?
Help the Inquisitor!
Wow, pride demon. Quite a bit of health here. The oh. The player characters in this are much better at sort of looking after themselves than in previous games. I mean, some people prefer the micromanagement to the first game, but personally it gets on my nerves a bit, and I just prefer to concentrate on the one character, but that's probably because I'm pretty terrible at playing video games. Oh, what happened there? I need to take this guy down. That should do him.
Right, where's the friggin' exit?
Quite sure what glowy thing is on the ground. Okay, I wasn't actually expecting that. I'm just trying to pick up the... Oh, that wasn't even worth it, was it? For 13 gold. Need to get away from that giant dragon dude. Oh, got some more demons over here. Guessing I need to Maybe I don't need to go up the stairs. Oh, she's over here somewhere. And over here. Uh-oh. Okay. That's not good. Just keep going up. That dragon is really getting on my nerves now.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
Shame she didn't realise that before me.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch.
Bit harsh.
All I do is dangle a little power in your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served the new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
See, he made a bit of a mistake there with the giant blight dragon coming up. That was his big mistake. Okay. I actually can't remember much of what happens here, but it looks like we've opened the rift into the Fade, and we've entered the Fade. Everyone's least favourite bit of Dragon Age. No one ever plays a Dragon Age game, I think, going, I can't wait to go into the Fade.
Where are we?
We were falling. If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. It's nothing like the Maker's bosom.
No. The Inquisitor used the mark to open another rift. We fell through. I believe we're in the Fade.
I mean, yeah, I did just say that, so.
The Fade looked much different the last time I was here. Perhaps it's because we're here physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this? I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this. Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now.
I mean, yeah, for starters, you're upside down.
Besides, that rift Errand was using
escape the same way?
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There.
I think he
Let's
does.
go.
Imagine it. To walk in the Fade and survive.
We haven't survived yet.
Blackwall there, always with a positive spin on it. Okay, so that's taken us up to basically being in the Fade, and at that point I'm gonna save and think call it a bit of a day for now. Come back at some point and play that again. I may play some of it off stream, so you know, who knows where we'll be up to next time I come around to doing it. What remains for me to say is to thank you for watching. Slightly longer stream than I intended. I was only going to review it about 20 minutes. But that's what happens when you start like killing demons. It's very moreish. Take care, everybody, and I shall see you soon.